Are you dreaming of moving to the picturesque German landscapes, indulging in their world-famous beer, savoring every bite of their delectable bread, and maybe even cruising around in those sleek German automobiles? Well, guess what? According to the latest bombshell from the Expat Insider 2023 survey, Germany just snagged the title of the worst country for expats. I know, it's as surprising to me as it is to you. But let's dive into the details, shall we? The Expat Insider 2023 survey. With over 2.67 million people immigrating to the country in 2022 alone, Germany seems like the perfect destination to build your life. As a potential citizen of Deutschland, not only do you get access to healthcare, but there's also an abundance of jobs and scholarships catering to adults from every age group. Add to that the country's reputation for safety and security, and voila! Just like that, suddenly everyone's eager to immigrate to Germany. But what if the brand that Germany has built for itself globally is entirely hollow from the inside? What if the reality of living in Germany as an expat is completely different from the dazzling fantasy that we've come to expect? Oftentimes, legacy brand countries like the United States, Canada, Australia, and Germany might not be punching as hard as you think in terms of what they offer. Living in Germany has its perks, sure, but I'd personally trade that for the tax-friendly warmth of Malaysia any day. While moving to another nation is an extremely difficult task as it is, the difficulty could get really amped up if you have unrealistic expectations. This time, it's not just any survey that we're interested in. It's the Expat Insider survey by Internations, which for its 10th edition did what it's always done best. Turn to the world's largest expat community with over 4.8 million members and ask them about their experiences living in foreign countries. With over 12,000 respondents, 2023 marks the largest results of the Expat Insider survey so far. If you're a data person like I am, you can rest assured that the results we're seeing this time around pretty accurately depict the general trends within the expat community. Providing insight into multiple areas of the expat way of life, the Expat Insider survey generally targets 5 indices, which include quality of life, ease of settling in, working abroad, and personal finance. Apart from these 5 broad categories, the survey also measures and rates countries against the Expat Essentials Index, which includes housing, administration, language, and digital life. In simple words, the Expat Essentials Index covers everything that you and I are going to need proper access to if we are to successfully settle down in another country. What's life really like for expats in Germany? Now let's get to answering the question on everyone's mind. What's life really like for German expats? Well, the results of the Expat Insider survey do not bring any good news, particularly for anyone carrying the dream of moving to Germany in their hearts. In the Expat Insider survey of 2023, Germany snagged the 49th spot out of 53, earning its place among the less appealing expat destinations. Now, are you thinking of starting a life there? Well, you may want to buckle up because, as the survey shows, German expats face a slew of challenges and difficulties. I'll be getting into the details of those difficulties in a short while, but for now, all you need to know is that Germany is a land plagued with problems. There's the country's infuriating digital lag, the bureaucracy's iron grip, and a housing market that makes the prospect of owning a house seem damn near impossible. However, I would never deny that there are still numerous valid reasons why Germany might seem appealing to so many people. That being said, with each passing day, Germany seems to lose its hold on all the qualities that made it so appealing to immigrants in the first place. But hey, I guess not everything's all that bad. The same Expat Insider survey revealed that while Germany's name was amongst the least favored countries for expats in the world, of all the respondents from Germany, 64% were happy with the state of their lives. As always, data can be used to manipulate perspective. And if you're an optimist like I am, you might be tempted to take this statistic as a telltale sign that, despite all of its issues, Germany still isn't all that terrible of a place. While I understand the motivation behind taking such a perspective, I think that at this point, you can't ignore the fact that although 64% of German expats are satisfied with their lives, the global average for expat satisfaction is 72%, a number which Germany significantly falls short of. In such a situation, all that you can do is take a step back and analyze the data in front of you. Usually, in surveys such as the one that we're discussing right now, there's a certain type of respondent that informs all the trends and data that we're seeing. No matter how you look at it, you will only be able to ascertain data trends among a certain type of expat group. Now, why am I telling you all of this? Well, for starters, it helps to proliferate a critical approach to surveys such as the Expat Insider survey. All too often, we tend to take data at surface value without ever probing how that data came to be in the first place. For the Expat Insider Survey 2023, it's important to remember that the average respondent was 42.2 years old. Of all the German expats surveyed, 50% were female. 18% of the respondents had immigrated to Germany for their jobs, 15% to attend university or school, and 10% were motivated by love. Now that you know what the average respondent of the Expat Insider survey is like, let's have a look at the problems that they face. An unfriendly, unwelcoming land. It seems that Germany is grappling with a bit of a social challenge, especially when it comes to expats settling in. The ease of settling of the Expat Insider survey reveals this most prominently. Germany finds itself occupying the 50th place here, which, no matter how you look at it, paints an unwelcoming and unfriendly picture. So let's break it down. In all three subcategories of this index, local friendliness, finding friends, and culture and welcome, 49th, Germany isn't exactly topping the charts. A hefty 30% of expats expressed that the locals weren't exactly throwing welcome parties for foreign residents. Globally speaking, this number is 18%, which again is a particularly troublesome comparison for Germany. As any expat would tell you when it comes to settling in a new country, you're going to need some friends. Unfortunately, that's a bit of a puzzle too. 55% of German expats found it extremely challenging to connect with the locals and immerse themselves in their culture. Globally, this difficulty is faced by a mere 36% of expats. And to make matters even worse, the struggle for German expats doesn't end there. A significant 32% of expats in Germany admit to lacking a personal support network, which compared to 24% globally is pretty alienating. Unsurprisingly, about 1 in 3, or 32% of expats, don't feel quite at home in Germany, in contrast to the global average of 20%. And here's the real kicker, this isn't a new trend. Over the past decade of the Expat Insider survey, Germany has consistently found itself in the bottom 10 countries for finding friends and the perceived friendliness of the locals. As one US expat puts it, "I can't meet people here, and no one seems to want to actually hang out." If I'm being honest with you guys, it looks like Germany might need a bit of a social makeover to turn some of these unfriendly numbers around. Hardest place to build a life. It seems the struggle is real for expats trying to find their groove in Germany's midst. In the Expat Essentials Index, which covers basics like digital life, admin topics, housing, and language, Germany takes the crown, or should I say, the crown for being last at 53rd place. The digital infrastructure, or lack thereof, ranks at 51st place, and the formidable language barrier takes 51st place again, causing expats more headaches than an unfinished jigsaw puzzle. There's also the huge fact that 60% of those surveyed find learning the German language to be a difficult task. And honestly, who can blame them? As is the general trend here, this figure also surpasses the global average of 32%. Language difficulty is not the only problem that German expats face. When it comes to cashless payment options, Germany hits rock bottom at 53rd. If you're watching this video on a high-speed internet connection, you might be one of the lucky ones. A common problem in Germany is easy access to high-speed internet, which is why it occupies the 52nd position on the survey. One frustrated French expat summed it up perfectly. It is often impossible to pay by card. Digitization made in Germany is a joke. But wait, there's more. The bureaucratic maze causes more than a few headaches, with 56% of expats finding it a challenge to deal with local bureaucracy, versus 38% globally. Add to that Germany's terrible housing crisis, with 58% of expats having a tough time securing housing, you'll see why Germany is the worst country for expats today. Is it all bad in Germany? Look, I get it. At this point, your dream of immigrating to Germany might have been revealed to have a couple of holes in it. But hey, there might still be a silver lining to look forward to. Despite all the challenges that I've mentioned, Germany showcased strengths in the employment index, securing 5th place in job security and 4th place in the labor market. As for the overall quality of life, expats positioned Germany in 18th place. Some other positives include an appreciation for the availability of environmentally friendly goods and services. So hey, let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Germany's workplace and economy got some applause too, ranking 2nd only to Ireland. So bottom line is, if you're a workaholic who adores efficiency, Germany might still have some charm for you. What do you think about Germany? Would you still like to live there despite all its flaws? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you liked this video, do us a solid and smash that like button.